Dun,
Welcome.
dun, the fat and spicy show.
Rocking the air. Was it the airwaves or the radio, bro? I don't even know.
Rocking the airwaves, baby. We make you laugh. We make you think.
We
We
make
do it
you
all,
cry.
right?
Does it say cry? Does it say cry? Because
No, but
like
that's what I do
we
with
would
my
make
wife
people
on a
cry.
Saturday night. She's always disappointed after that.
That's what happens when they want to go through your phone, you know? Cry on the couch, you know? It's the best advice I can give.
That wasn't what I was talking about, but is there secrets on your phone that we need to know about?
I don't know. I mean, I get my advice from Pop. You know, man. That's who gives me my relationship advice. That's what he told me. He was
He
like,
told you to get the advice
yeah,
from.
he said, don't lock your phone, bro. Let her go through it. Let her hurt her own feelings. I was like, hey, who else would
All
know?
right. I'm going to tell you the truth. No lie, no exaggeration, no bullshit, no nothing. My wife's phone code and mine are the same. I literally have nothing to hide. Like,
Are
you can look through
is
my
y'all
phone,
bank
you can
account
look at
number the
my
same too?
browser history. No. We have
Yeah,
actually,
separate
isn't
bank.
that funny? That's funny, right? Because we have the same code. Like, she can always, and she's borrowed my phone to look something up on Google, and she really wanted to look at my search history. Please don't. She could have, but we have that mutual respect. But we still have separate
You
bank
don't want
accounts.
to know how sick each of the other ones are.
Of course not. But the bank account is still separate. I have
So
mine, she has
you
hers.
trust each other relationship wise, just not financially wise.
Is that what it is, or is it holding a monicum, just the tiniest little molecule of independence? Because
For
if we had a
me,
joint bank account, right?
I probably would say it was more like a, you know, you both want to prepare for the unexpected. You know,
Mhm.
essentially. So somebody has to have that hidden jar under the sink, the coffee jar, you know, the coffee cup. Somebody has to have it. You know.
Well, think about it like this, and this is the way
And
I
she has to
rationalize.
have enough money in case she ever decides to leave you. You don't need to know about her. You know.
All well, all the important accounts are in my name,
That's
but
so true.
think about it like this, Patsy. It if you and your wife had a joint bank account and you went out and you bought her a Christmas present for X amount of dollars, she'd know how much you spent. She'd know what she's getting beforehand. The statements come in, blah, blah, blah.
That's why you use
This
a
way,
credit
at least,
card.
well, that's what I'm saying, though, is like I've got my credit card, she's got hers, I have my bank account. So if I want to go out and buy her something nice, she don't know it's coming. She can't
So
look
let
in
me
the
ask you
account and
who.
say, "Where'd this $800 go?"
Okay,
She
let me ask
knows
you this
that.
question. All right,
Mhm.
and hopefully your wife doesn't, because I'm not trying to stir the pot. But who is the most
Sure.
financially responsible of you?
Okay, can I be completely and 100% candid? I'll even take my fucking sunglasses off for this. I don't like to spend money. I'm always worried about the future. I'm
Oh,
worried about where things are coming from, no
You do
matter
seem
how
like a penny
financially
pincher.
stable that we are. I can
he's
be.
frugal.
Um, I do spend money on video games because I enjoy my games. So, like, just recently, I bought Drug Dealer Simulator 2. We'll talk about that later. It's a lot of fun. But I'll buy a game like maybe once every 3 months. Bro, it's purses, it's painting stuff, it's her crafts, it's her yarn, it's her new projects every other day. Now, we have 3 kids, and they want things, and I'm more than happy to give them whatever they want. But last month, we looked at the statement, dude, and it was over $100 in, like, Roblox bucks and Fortnite dollars that these kids are getting. Now, do they do their chores for these allowances? Absolutely. But $50 a fucking month each? Absolutely not.
No, you get
So,
$8.
we're
That's because I pay for the Roblox membership. That's it.
right?
I mean,
So
some of
here's
these
the
Whatever,
kids
question
five.
for
getting
you,
million
Jacob.
dollars a month over here.
Well, and I get that, but Jacob, here's the
Yeah.
question for
You know what
you.
I got? You know what I got? Beaten. That's what I got.
Thank you.
Same.
I think we all did.
That's what I got. I got.
So at what point do you
Get your ass
draw a
back there. You got a
line
roof over your head, don't
between
you?
being an amazing dad and going to the poorhouse?
I think in my sense, it's not that I can't. It's not that I can't afford to give my daughter that. It's more or less that I want to keep her humble in a sense, where it's like
I was
there's
kept so humble, I want my kids to have the world, homie.
yeah, I get it, but at the same time, I don't ever want to walk in and be like, oh, I got, you know, hear her talking on the game to somebody, be like, I got this much Roblox, you ain't got nothing, you know.
Actually,
So
let me say this before we move on. My kids, my boy David's the Fortnite player. He's actually ranked Diamond 2 as far as ranking. Like, he's a fucking great player, and he's 12. Not even 12. He's 11, almost 12. He gifts his friends more fucking skins and emotes than I ever would have thought. Like, I'm actually proud of him for that one. He's generous with what he has.
That's good. That's good. That means you're raising
So I give him that. I give him that.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I'm paying for these kids to have these fucking skins. That's my money. Anyway,
he's gonna start collecting everybody's skins. You give me that. That's mine. I'm taking that
I'm
back.
saying. I'm gonna be the king of skins.
Speaking of Fortnite, did you see that one I sent you, the chili pepper?
Yes, I did, and it haunted my dreams. Thank you so much. Can you put that up for us, everybody, to see?
I was like the fat and spicy Fortnite character. Yeah, hold on.
Well, listen, while Laws is doing that, I'm sorry that I got us off on the wrong track. Fatsy, why don't you do that intro, baby?
What intro?
Our intro. We got to introduce ourselves. We got to let the people know who we are, baby.
They already know who they are, man. If they don't know, they're new here. And if you're new here, welcome, guys. And I'll introduce myself as Phat.
And I'm Spicy.
Wait. That's right. We still do it. My mind went blank for a sec. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say, is this the IRL show?
No,
we're IRL all the time now.
We got to give them the real intro. Come on, let's do it, baby. Focus up.
Welcome to another great episode, guys. This is episode what? What are we on?
Lozzie, what are we on, baby?
Episode 10 of season 8.
Season 8, episode 10. Then there's how many episodes
season 9.
in the season? So this is season 9?
Season 9.
Pop is here on season 9.
So does that mean that, guys? Is this episode 90?
I think it
is. Unless I messed it up again, which sometimes happens,
Nah, you're
fine.
Laws
is dyslexic, guys, a little bit. Just smack her in the head a little bit, get her to work.
Yeah.
No.
So if you guys don't know, and you're new to the channel, he's Phat. I'm Spicy. We talk about whatever the fuck we want. And today we have
and Spicy show with PopOnLock.
With PopOnLock, dude. I've been waiting to get him
family calls him Rogelio.
Rogelio. What the fuck?
Is that what they really call? Is that
your name?
No.
I thought that's what you said before the show. I'm confused now.
I say Art. Arturo.
Arturo. Let the R's roll.
Who the fuck is Rogelio, bro?
I don't know. Now,
who you been cheating on me with?
If I look at you and people look and say, that's Rogelio, I'm like, yeah, he looks like him.
That's him.
He looks like him.
So for you guys that have followed the show,
episode 90.
We met episode 90. There you go. We met Pop or Arturo back in the day in a 5M server called AAC. We've role played together for actually quite a while, haven't we?
Both in the city and out of the city, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And he's actually become a really close friend of the show and a really close friend of Jacob's and I. So welcome him to the show, dude. It's good to have you. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. I feel honored that you guys have been wanting to have me on the show. I don't know why, but I always appreciate it. This is, I think, the second or third time that I've been on here.
For tax purposes, man. We gotta have the minorities on here.
You gotta have the minorities.
Well, that's why when I was looking for a co-host, I hired Jacob. I'm like, Mexican check, one arm check. We need a female Laws check. I'm the only gringo here.
Hell yeah.
One on the roll.
Now you're the minority.
Yeah,
I am.
Dang. No, but how you been, man? How you been?
Good,
it's been a long
good,
time,
man.
dude.
Yeah, I mean, I've known you since PMA days. That's when I met you.
Back in the day with Chewy and them, huh?
Yeah, with Chewy.
Wait, stop. Did you own the taco shop? You were Chewy.
No, I was not Chewy.
Didn't you own? No, you weren't Chewy. Who were you?
I was Ray Cortez. I owned the VU and Chi-Chi.
Did we ever cross paths when I was a lawyer as Devin Lawrence?
Mo Green Gaming. Where that dude been hiding at? Where's that dude been lurking at?
Mo Green.
I haven't heard that name in ages. Jeez.
That's my boo right there.
But it's really good to see you, sir. It's good to see you.
I heard that dude got drafted, man. I heard they took that Dom, bro. He's out there in the raid forest.
I heard they shipped him off to Mars to fight the Galactic Wars.
Yeah, did he join the what is the Space Army? What is it?
Yeah. Space.
Bro. The Space Force.
Oh, look who else we got? Mama Lisa's joining. Mama Lisa.
Big Mama Lisa coming in. Giving
Guys,
out sub love, showing that sexy, sweet tenderness. Guys, if you missed that show, watch it. It is there. We had her on last week, guys. Big Mama Lisa. It was a hell of a show. Didn't want at the end. Fun kept going. And we'll hopefully we have her back on soon.
I think we talked for like 45 minutes after the show, didn't we? Just like yakking it up still.
Anson didn't want to shut his mouth, dude.
I didn't. I like big personality. You know, that's why I like yous, because you've always given me zany shit. That's actually Pop. That's one thing I loved about you is the first time I met you, you were a cop in AAC.
Yes, sir.
I don't think you and I ever crossed paths in PMA.
No, we didn't. I don't think so. I mean, maybe it as on the VU, but as Chi-Chi, not really, because I wasn't on Chi-Chi as much.
Okay. But when we got there,
make the boxing force to come
I'll tell you the truth. I was always, because I knew you as a cop, and as the judge in AAC, I really wanted to see some court cases, and I had like in my head a fantasy football group of people that I wanted to see in my courtroom as like either witnesses or plaintiffs or defendants. I really wanted to see Frank because I think he would have folded under pressure. But I really wanted to see you because I felt the opposite. I think that if I had you, because I had to cross-examine you, maybe Jacob, and maybe Absolute would have given me a run for my money on the cross-examination table. Because I remember you as a cop. And one thing I remember about you was even when I got as the judge, who was like, you know, I'm up there, right? You put me in my place when it came to like, you like, but you need to get out of here now. I'm like, oh, I was trying to get involved, but okay. And I leave. You fucking laid it down. I always respected that about you is that you took that cop level to levels that I didn't expect. I wasn't ready for, and I had to adjust. And I always gave you credit for that.
I appreciate that. I honestly, that was my favorite role as Ray Cortez, as being a cop. I loved it. I enjoyed it. It sucked that they only had me for 6 months and they forced an election. After that, it kind of deflated me, and I didn't want to be a cop anymore because it's like it would have felt forced to stay there. Yeah, they Absolute was like, no, we need to have an election. We need a change of, and that's what happened. And then after that, it just went downhill for cops in AAC.
And that's quick, another shout out to Rizzo there coming in showing love to Pop by giving him a prime steak.
Oh baby. Shit! Yeah. What do I have to do? Do I have to dance? Usually in my streams, I have to.
You gotta take your shirt up if we want to
take your shirt up.
You gotta show us those chichis. You do it, I'll do it.
No, hell no.
No, he will do it though. Don't do it.
I got a bigger size than my wife. You know that.
I've seen it spicy for as much as I can handle for the lifetime.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes it's just calm, man. He's just there sitting there, fucking no shirt on. I had to leave before he stands up, and I noticed the rest of him naked or something, you know.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
It's like, what's up?
I don't even have a comeback for that.
It was cold that day. It was cold that day.
It's called shrinkage. Laws knows.
But diving in, man, and talking about GTA and talking about 5.
Wait, how do I know?
And everything. What?
I didn't want to ask. I wasn't gonna ask.
Was it one of those kind of parties?
We're moving on. We're moving
on. No.
Anyways, but diving into that, man, that whole thing and how we met and everything, dude, and where you're at now. I know you haven't streamed because I look for you when I go. I follow a lot of people, but I rarely look for a lot of people. You know, and I think there's only a few people that I go to their stream and actually if I feel excited to join, you know what I'm saying? Like when I get in there, they're like, oh, you know, boom, you know, what's up? You know, you got that good energy, man. You got that good vibe, man. It makes people want to be there. But where have you been?
Yeah, what have you been doing, man?
Oh, well, I've been moving. I actually running from the migra. Actually, I bought a house. I wanted land, so I bought an acre.
Shit.
And I wanted 5 acres, but it was so hard to find a nice house on 5 acres. Everything that I found on 5 acres was like old as fuck, or it was like 1.5 mil. So I ended up buying something that was on an acre, and now I could build whatever the fuck I want, and I don't have neighbors, and I don't have an HOA that's bugging the fuck out of me because of my
Man,
basketball
that's
hoop
the
or whatever.
one thing about living in a neighborhood and I'm so glad that where I live right now, even though like it's a neighborhood, I don't have an HOA because
God
Lord
damn it,
knows
right?
I would have been in jail for something crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
so I've been
I just want to
moving,
let
but
you know
it's
that your grass is 0.3.
yeah.
Wow.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen some of this stuff on TikTok where they're like pounding on the door. We know you're there, sir. Answer the door. I'm like, if this guy came to my door, I'd kick him right in the nuts.
Hey, yo,
Man.
HOA
is that
shit.
Mo Green showing some more love? And he brought
He
a
is, man.
rib
He's
steak for Lisa.
This guy
what
started
happened,
a
Mo? Did you
hype
get paid
train,
today?
and
I'm just kidding.
we're level 2 hype train right now.
Who's
Oh,
trying to start a
shit.
hype train? Hold on now. Y'all giving Papa all the love. He's going to have to really
Mhm.
take his shirt off. If we start that hype train,
It's about ready to be the
Arturo
Pop
said
and
he's
Spicy
gonna
show.
flex
Takes-
the muscles.
If we
I'll
get a
take
hype
an
train going,
article
I'll
of
take
clothing
my
off.
shirt off.
Every sub, he's gonna take a piece of clothing off, and then I'm gonna take off your shoes. Yo, that's
My mama
funny as shit.
Takatomi tried to tell me how to live.
Hell yeah. But yeah, man, going back, where have you been, bro? You got the land? You said you got land?
Yeah, so I've been moving, but you know that was maybe like 3 weeks ago. But man,
How many boxes you still in unpacked, bro?
the challenges that come with moving, man, it's been tough. And not only that, I got into an accident with my truck, and then when I set up the basketball hoop here, and the basketball hoop fell on my truck too, and so that was another thing that I had to deal with.
And
It's
is it a
just
Ford?
one thing of an. It's a Toyota Tundra, baby. It's the fourth
Oh,
Tundra.
Oh,
I've had.
wait.
I'll let that slide, bro. I'm gonna let that slide.
So wait, hold on. Not only did you get into an accident, but then also afterwards the basketball hoop fell in your truck, or was this the same incident?
No, it was afterwards. So somebody rear-ended me when I was like
Oh,
going
shit.
back to my old house to pick up stuff.
Damn,
And then I'm dealing with property management because I put my old house for rent too. So that's
you
been
got
a
a
nightmare
lot
too.
on the plate, and it's like when it falls, right?
Oh yeah.
I know I was in that same hole, bro, and I kept thinking to myself, bro, I was like, something we got to be on some kind of weird timeline, bro. Like we gotta the universe is out of whack or something. Because for all this stuff to happen at one go, man, just boom, consistently, like doom, doom, doom. Either the times are trying, man, and it's it's getting ready to get something crazy where we're gonna need to have that faith and that strength. Something's gonna happen, or we're just in an alternate universe, man, of bad luck.
I know it sucks. I mean, and I still like even now, over a month and a half later, I still don't have shit. Everything unpacked. My room is my office is a mess.
Yeah,
You never do, dude. I've lived in this house for 4 years. I got a box in the garage.
I got stuff in the closet right now. It's just in there. You know, man. At least you're not a hoarder, man. That's the biggest.
That's my wife.
That's the tough part about moving too, is trying to get rid of shit when you know you're downsizing, because the old house was almost 3,000 square feet. This one's 2,300 square feet.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know about you, man, but I know growing up in my house, man, with my parents, hoarding is not even the word I can use. Like, we were dumpster diving. We were picking up. We were going through the rich neighborhoods on trash day.
I know that, bro. We had 3 console TVs. One was for the picture. The other one was for the sound, and the other one didn't work at all. For real.
It was the TV stand.
Was the TV stand.
They were stacked on top of each other. It's funny, bro. For real.
I'm telling you, and it was fucked up because it was always like you drive through, and it was never, "Hey, I'm gonna go get that." Hey, Jake, run over there, go get that. Why I gotta run over there and go get it? Why I gotta do it? Man, I'm telling you, man, dude. But we did find some good stuff. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? There was some good stuff. There was some bastard. There was some stuff that should have been left there. You know, but hey, it's life, man, and that's just.
You know what's funny is I'm laughing along with you guys, but as like the son of a rich parents, I've never had that experience.
He's living it with us, bro.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm actually experiencing it for the first time, feeling that like when Jacob's like, "Why is it me, bro?" I felt the anxiousness in my heart, being like, "Shit, if that was me, I'd be like, why is it me, bro?"
Yeah, man.
Like,
wait, where are the crickets at? Where are the crickets at? No, I'm just kidding.
You can. So send your applications for producer to. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
So
damn.
now we know what happens behind the scenes. Let's see some of these comments here. What is it? I hate the HOA. Thank you for the sub. All right, but yeah, man. So you're dealing with all this, man, and are you gonna get back in the streaming, bro?
I am. I mean, not only have I neglected that, I haven't played video games. I haven't dealt with my city. There's so many things that I haven't done. And I mean, I said, I thought about it maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I'm gonna get back into it next week. And here we are 2 weeks later, and I still haven't got back in. It's just it's one thing after another, but I'll get back to it. I'm definitely going to do it. I need it. I love it. I enjoy it. And it's what actually brings me joy too, aside from from other stuff that I deal with. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, of course, man. I'm pretty sure you're out there. You're doing, you're living life, man. You got the 4th of July coming up. I'm pretty sure you're gonna, cook out, have the carne asada and stuff, or as you like to call it, Taco Bell.
Wow. Hey, cabron, look at your beard. Look at my beard.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Yours is white.
He called you out.
It's red, cabron. It's red.
It's red. Okay, güero. Okay, güero.
Chill out, fool. Irish.
Oh. So you're not
I don't know, man. It's like I guess a lot of my
like Canelo
have like Canelo. You know what I'm saying? White skin, red hair. Which
this
is
crazy.
The point. I tell people that my mom and my grandma are full blown redheads.
All I know, this is the point in the conversation where I just do the Homer Simpson back into a hedge.
Yeah, no.
This ain't for me. I start hearing cabron and
cabron was Canelo as a boxer.
All I know is this: growing up my grandmother was Hispanic, and we had Mikey, who was leche chocolate, and me, leche huevo, which turned into chango huevo for some reason. So I was
that was your
white monkey growing up.
Yo,
hilarious, bro.
I tell you, bro, and the Hispanic culture, man, they will give you the nickname based off, the worst fucking thing about you.
And what the fuck is that? Because I was just as much as a part of the family, but I was just a white kid. So
for everybody has it, bro. Everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Everybody has a nickname.
Yeah.
Everybody.
So here's my question.
I was Flaco.
Is it true?
Yeah.
Were you? Are you skinny?
I was. And they still call me Flaco to this day.
And they call him now because now it's a joke.
Right? It's like calling short guys tiny, right? Yeah.
It's not a joke, bro.
Is it true that you got like 15 people at a Mexican cookout that are all like Hispanic names and you got that one son-in-law named Jeff?
No.
Yeah. Well,
okay, I'm going to show myself.
But you're going to have somebody in there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
How it's going to be. It's always going to be that.
I love how he gave me the dead eyes. I almost started sweating. I'm like, shit, I crossed the line.
No, you're good, bro.
Where you going with this, bro?
I mean, these days, bro. These days, all cultures are fucking a blended family. You know what I mean?
It's true.
It doesn't
right?
matter whether you're white, black, Mexican, Asian. There's always some. Like my son's half white.
Yeah. I get it.
So is my 2-year-old.
Well, that's because of you.
Kids.
Well, we got to keep it strong.
He's whiter than me, dude.
He is.
I asked him
what
what he was making for dinner.
Lighting, bro. It's the lighting.
I asked you what you were making for dinner, and you said I'm making chimichangas. I'm like, oh, cool.
What chimichangas?
Chimichangas, way.
Chimichangas.
That's not even really Mexican food, though, right? That's like Tex-Mex.
Yeah, it is. It's not really Mexican food. If I put a picture of Phat and a picture of Spicy side by side, and somebody asked me who's the real white guy, I would be Spicy.
Yeah,
100% every time.
Yeah. I'm the real white guy.
Yeah. Who's the real Mexican? I would say.
No, he meant to say it the other way around. He would say I was the white guy.
Yeah, he's the white guy. Did I say it wrong? Am I drinking?
No, I'm drinking.
By the way, you having a stroke?
Do you remember which one's who?
Before the show, I told you guys somebody came by the pub today and dropped me off this shit called Pirate Water. It's a pint of Sex on the Beach flavored pink shit that's supposed to be 10% alcohol. So yes, I have an absolute wicked buzz. I can't see straight. And it absolutely tastes like shit.
See straight, bro. All I know is I'm going to tell you right now. I went and for the
I think the point of that was
a long time. I took a trip on my favorite rocket ship through the universe yesterday, bro. I was
my point, Jacob, was that Hispanic people don't drink this garbage. This is only white people drink.
Yeah, it looks like you're drinking out of a pirate cup, bro.
No, let me
Really?
correct you. That's
Looks
white
like you have
girls.
to have your pinky up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta have your
I
pinky
I
up.
do drink
like
my
a-
espresso out of a
That's
thing
like
with
a
the
white
pinky,
girl
but
drink.
because there's only
All you're missing is the little umbrella.
that's true. Anyway, I will tell you the truth. This is garbage. Do not buy pirate water if you see it in a store. It is dog shit. It tastes like ass. But if you want a really quick buzz, this is what you buy. Fuck this shit.
Just get the Mike
Anyway.
Harder lemonades, bro, and be a man.
What?
You know what
The
I
harder?
did though?
Do they make it harder?
You
got
think
the
drinking
Jarritos?
Mike's Hard Lemonade is a man's drink?
It is a man's drink. Every man deserves.
That's like
to get
saying
spiked
Zima is
under
made
his-
for bodybuilders. Get the fuck out of here.
No, but I did have some of the Jarritos, the hard sodas with the
They make
alcohol in them.
wait.
So good.
Jarritos makes hard soda?
Yes.
Does it taste like
Look at
the
Arturo. He doesn't even know.
no wait, do
didn't know.
they have like all the
Go
flavors?
get some, bro. Yeah, all the flavors in it. It's a Fiesta pack.
I wish I could. It's got too much sugar.
Oh man, I forgot, bro. You're damn hypoglycemic, bro. I remember. He told me.
There's so many heads being dropped on mics during this episode. I've never seen this happen so much in one shit. That's the funniest shit. I love
going
you guys.
back, man. Let's rewind. Let's take it back again. Take it back.
Yes, let's take it back.
Okay.
Let's. I get.
So you're gone. You're moving. All these things are happening in life, man. You don't have time to game anymore, bro. You're trying to find balance in what you're doing now. Do you feel like you're at a turning point in your life, man, where like anything can happen right now? Like maybe there's a chance that you don't come back to gaming as hard as you did, man.
You know, that's funny you say that because I have thought about that a couple of times, especially now that I've been in this house. I've been, working outside a lot. Not only that, but there's another particular reason that I moved down here, and I won't get into that too much. But the people that I've met down here are really, really close, and they're really friendly. And I've been hanging out. As a matter of fact, I went to Corpus Christi this weekend with all them. No, I didn't actually. I went for a basketball tournament and got the championship. I wasn't playing. But
I know they got the championship. We know that much you weren't playing.
Yeah. But anyways, so I went over there and I had a blast. I had the time of my life, and I'm like, dude, I don't miss gaming when I'm doing all those things. Even working on the yard. I'm like, I don't miss gaming. I don't miss sitting on my computer. I'm enjoying life right now, and I thought about it like, fuck, should I really get back into it? Because it's a lot of work to stream, to do what you guys do every week. It's a lot of work because it's not just
a ton of work.
Yeah, it's not just the hours that you spend streaming. It's the prep and the contacting, and like Laz had to hit me up, 3 or 4 times because like we couldn't schedule in together, right? So like those that takes time. It takes effort. It takes, some figuring out what you guys are going to talk about too. I know that you look up stuff, beforehand.
I have lists before every show in this fucking book, all filled with like prep notes. You know what I mean?
Let me stop lying. I ain't got shit.
You don't have shit. You fly off the seat of your fucking pants, and it drives me asshole crazy. But I fucking love you because you're my bro.
Does it drive your asshole crazy or
Yeah,
you asshole crazy?
It's like a little itch.
It drives me asshole crazy.
You ever had the little itch, after you shave, the hair starts going.
So speaking of itch, since it's my turn to ask some questions, Jacob, I gotta know. You had a server. Is it still going?
Yes.
This is right into it.
I don't even give a shit.
Just fucking like
I really want to know.
Listen,
we have a ton of shit to talk about after this, but let's get the gorilla out of the way though. What happened with your server, bro?
So it's still alive. Meaning it's still turned on, right? It's still switched on. Is it active?
We're talking about 5M. We're talking about GTA 5M servers, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. So when I first started the server, it was super active. We had about 40 people, pretty active consistently for maybe 2 weeks, and then it just things started changing. People didn't like certain things, and I don't know. Maybe it was just the fact that I didn't want to fold or didn't want to change things, but I really believed in true RP. And a lot of the people and I think that's probably the basis of why it started going downhill is because a lot of the people aren't very not I don't want to talk bad about anybody in particular, but
No, but
I'll
in
say this,
general,
bro.
there's
I'll say this. There's
in
been
gen
no rule book, no official guideline on what RP really is.
yeah.
it's true.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
I think
Absolutely true.
the mentality of the people that we brought over wasn't about RP. A lot of the people were used to like the 100K or die type stuff, or
Yes.
used to getting away with stuff in like the PMAs or or the AACs or even the other servers that they came with. And when I started enforcing different things, people didn't like it and they started leaving. And of course, there was like, oh well, you have this person in charge, or you have this thing doing going, or you don't let me make these choices. And it's like, I mean, what gives? Do I have to bend every single rule? What's the point of having rules if we're gonna bend them all? And it just kind of got frustrating. But I still want to continue it because I strongly believe in the stuff that Spicy was talking about earlier, in the fact that like, hey, RP is, I love acting. RP
Mhm.
means a lot to me because I grew up acting, and the times that we encountered each other in RP were probably the best moments, of of my entire RP uh, life. Even with with Phat, like you and I have always had great episodes together, bro. Always. Whether it was with Chewy, whether it's with you as Mr. Wong, or whoever it is that you were playing, in a character. I love that, and that's what I wanted from my city, and that's what I still want from the city, and that's why it's still alive, because I don't plan on shutting it down anytime soon. I want to continue it. I want to bring in new people, and hopefully people that want RP, like want true RP, and not want to be like, I want to be the richest person and own every single car, because that's the mentality that some of the people had. And I'm like, dude, RP is not even about that. Like,
So
they're
then
like,
let
oh,
me
it's
ask
so
you though.
hard to do drugs. It's so hard to do this. And it's like, bro, I did it for a purpose, because I want you to RP over trying to get money, trying to get rich. And I
So
know that's part of RP too, getting rich and all that stuff.
it is, but that brings to the next question. Jacob, you and I have been on the old Aurora Pass server. My friends that run the Red M server, and we've seen what they're doing over there. And even yesterday, they put out a staff chat message saying, "What do we do? Do we open this up to everybody? Are we expecting too much from our people?" Because they're not pulling numbers either. And I think we all kind of see this happening, right? New people, we all leave servers. We all expect something better from with what we want to build to the next. Are we expecting too much from the 5M and Red M community in expecting them to be the best RPers they can be, instead of opening this up to be like a PMA where people can just kind of run wild and have fun? Are we mistaking that balance as far as gaming goes in the Red M 5M communities?
I think so.
Is that our
think
fault?
I think it is. I think because honestly, we're not the no pixels. We're not the those big servers that have thousands of people that come into the community every day. We're not those people to where we can be selective in the people that we allow in. Right? We have to have some sort of leniency at the beginning, some sort of leeway to try to find your community's, I guess, vision,
So
for
basically,
lack
you're
of a
saying
better
open
term.
the gates and let the people in, and then slowly you start to,
And
filter.
start, and I feel like this is something that somebody brought up a long time ago to me, and I never did it. And it is, do polls. Like, if you start polling the people, what do you want? What do you want from this community?
Yeah.
And then bring that in. Like, if they say like, we all want this, okay, then we'll bring that in. And I know that I did ask some questions, and people were like, well, we want this, and I would bring it in, and then people are like, well, no, we don't like that, and it's like, fuck, so it's hard to keep the balance, because sometimes people are going to suggest stuff that other people are not going to like. And that's, a lot of the back and forth that we've had too. It's like, we don't like this, but we like that, and then the other person doesn't like that, but they like this. So it's
I
just,
think I would
it's a
have to
hard
disagree
balance.
just a little bit with that, with all that.
You
Only
disagree
because
though?
of my
Really?
mindset. I think what it is for me, and the way that because I'm still working on my city. Obviously I haven't had as much time as I used to have to dive into, because a lot of things have been going on in life. But I still have my set date for November. Um, but the way that I see it, bro, the way that I'm going to try to go about it is more or less, I'm going to show you what is expected of you from the beginning. Once you fly in, as soon as your feet hit the ground, it's RP. from the beginning. So everything is going to be set in like a guideline. And I don't want people to fly into the city and think, oh, I'm here to essentially make my own, path, and which is fine. But more or less, you're here to enjoy a journey in which I wrote, a journey in which I write. You're here to read my book, and I want you to look at yourself as you're a character in that book.
Yeah.
When you go and you get a book, or you watch a movie, you don't go and say, "Man, I would have put Ant-Man right there." You say it, but it can't happen. It won't happen.
You can say it, but it won't happen. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have your opinions, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You're perfectly. Everybody's perfectly, opinionated, and they're
But
valid.
in a creative, but in a creative background like this, where you're RPing, do you think there needs to be some leeway? And I'm asking Phat, because it is almost like a choose your own adventure, right? Where you're still reading what was chosen for you, but you have to make the choices to either carry on or alter your timeline.
So the way that I see it is, if I sell pizza,
give to that.
Let's just say I open up a pizza shop, right? I'm selling pizzas. Well, the guy says, "Hey, you need to add this on there. Maybe this is a topping." Okay, you take that in. And then the other guy says, "Well, what if you fold the pizza in half? And you add a little more meat on it." Okay, what if you add some lettuce, some sour cream? Am I still selling pizzas?
Right. I get that.
You know what I'm saying? There's a fine line between what you can give and what you can't. And that's where it comes into say when you say, "Hey, I'm inviting you into my world. I'm inviting you into the book I wrote to read." It's not the other way around. The question
is, what happens when people come into the servers that you guys build and you want to open them up to get members? Mm-hmm. And I'm not a server owner. I never have any dreams of doing that shit. That's just beyond my shit. But when they come in and they say, "Yes, I see the book that you wrote, but maybe I can add or subtract or do this."
Everybody has the option to essentially continue a book, or you have the freedom to let your ideas flow, which again is where polls come in. But at the same time, you have to make sure that your book is written for them to enjoy, for them to see, before they give their opinions. If I give you a half-ass pizza and say, "Hey, we just opened up, here's cheese. Well, you got anything else? We got cheese." Of course, you're gonna have your opinions, and then you're more susceptible to everybody because you weren't ready.
Yeah, and I feel like we were ready. I think there was maybe a few little things that obviously we couldn't test it in a mass with a mass population, Yeah, you know what I mean? We tested it amongst ourselves and it worked. And then like when we had 20 people, it's like it broke because it was 20 people instead of 2 or whatever. Right. But at the beginning, that's the same vision that you're talking about right there is the same vision that I had. Like I want to write my own server, want to bring in new stuff that you've never seen before, because I looked for every single different script that was, I didn't write any scripts. I didn't ask anybody else to write my scripts.
Ones.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I tried to find the best scripts that were out there that were new to the game so that people could enjoy the new scripts.
New perspective,
Yeah. And I don't even want to go into what happened after that, but that's besides the point.
Right. So what do you think about getting that server test, bro? Like essentially when you were to open up, if you would have did a server test and you would have let everything just fucking kind of go crazy, and then after you figure out and you start fixing those kinks while the world's fucking crazy, people are duping and all this other shit, then you do a fresh wipe, boom. And then you fix all that, and then you start again. Yeah. But that's more or less that's your beta.
Yeah, you could obviously you would have to announce that because
of course,
because the thing about that, because we did that, we thought about that, but then when it all was said and done, we never did the wipe. We did the test with all the staff. We wiped all the staff after we did all the tests. Everybody got wiped, and then once everybody started coming in, that was the beta per se. We did the alpha with the staff. Now it was the beta with the people that were coming in. We had all the kinks, all the shit breaking, all the whatever, that we had to fix, all the duping and stuff that we had to fix as well. And it was just, after that, people started buying stuff too, because we started the store, because everybody wanted the store. They wanted custom cars, as soon as people come in, they want the custom everything, custom clothes, custom.
They want to pay. They want to pay to win.
Yeah, they want to pay to win.
It's that mindset.
And so,
Okay,
and that's the thing, and that's the spicy thing, the spicy question. I'm sorry, spicy. I didn't mean to cut you off real quick.
No,
That's the
fine.
thing. The same thing that he's asking you is like, at what point do you say, well, fuck, like, when am I gonna let other people make those choices or do what they want? Because at the end of the day, you go into a city to have fun. And when I go into your city and you say it's my story, but you're living in it, it's the same concept that I kind of had in my head. It's like, it's my story. I'm bringing in the scripts. You suck it up, right? I'll take your suggestions and maybe like throw them in there if it's possible. But at the end of the day, it's my city and that's the control that I want to have. It was tough. It was tough.
I think the difference and the biggest thing is the reason I can say a little more confidently, bro, is that I'm not running a whole city.
That's true.
Mine
is confined into one specific.
I took away all that bullshit, bro. All that bullshit about the cars, all that bullshit about houses, all that shit. I took it and I said I don't want a part of it. Granted, I like it and I can respect it, but I don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm capable of, and I'm never gonna exceed that. You know what I'm saying? And put myself on a paper that I'm spreading myself thin. Because I got a balanced family now. I got a full-time server now. I got my work and everything. I'm never gonna do that to myself again because I did it before. And so that's why I said, hey, instead of doing the whole thing, because I don't have a big team like that. It's right now it's just me. I just go in there and I dev and I do what I do. And I don't even know if I'm gonna have a team aside from Anson and Laws if she wants.
You got
to help,
me, baby.
That's gonna help me whenever I start it up. But
I'll
I
be
do
there.
have a vision, and I believe that my product is gonna be great.
So here's the question that I have for both of you as professional server owners. I've got a friend. I've got a couple of friends who worked really hard to get this Red M server up. And as soon as people come in, people leave because there ain't nobody there. And I'm going to ask Pop first, and then I'm going to ask Jacob. What can these guys do, aside from turning off the whitelist and opening it up, to really engage people? Because they've put money into scripts. They've written their own scripts. They have unique shit that I've never seen before, and nobody gives a fuck. What do you guys say to them to say, hey, this is what needs to go? Pop, go for it.
The one thing that I know that other people have done, and I know that Jacob did it, is it's promoting the server. I mean, you have to network for one, and then two is promote the stuff that you do have in the city. Promote that. The unique scripts that you're saying, I've never seen this shit before. Promote that.
Right.
Like, where do you promote that? There's websites for that, and there's also, I'm sure, I don't know about Redm, but I know in 5M there's ways to like move your server up, right? You got to pay money for that. Yeah.
Same in Red, you can boost and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, boosting, obviously, that's without changing too much within the city, I'd say that's the biggest thing that's going to help you. Obviously networking with other owners, especially when you go into the scripts and stuff. When you go and buy scripts or even like talk to other script writers, because even though I didn't write any of my own, I met a lot of the developers. I met a lot of them, and I talked to a lot of them, and I would tell them about the city, and they'd be like, "Oh, I'll go check it out," and they would jump in and check it out. I mean, they might go in there for a day or whatever, but still, like, they came in there. Like, I met several other previous city owners that came in, and they're like, "Man, I love the city. I love the vibe." But they didn't say, obviously, there's just
right.
Because their people didn't follow them. But it's just it's going to be a hit or miss. It's going to be, especially if you want new people. You want people that are not those same typical 100K or die people. You want somebody that's going to come in there with a fresh mentality, with the RP mentality that you. I think that's going to be tough, but you can do it.
In your opinion, then, is it a numbers game? Is it just happened to be luck of the draw? Some people rolled the dice and they ended up on Sin County on Red M, and some people rolled the dice, they ended up not liking this other one because there's more people on Sin because whatever.
I think
you just get lucky.
I think it was the whole, like, some similar situation with AAC. A lot of frustrated people left PMA and said, "Let's create our own server." It was before AAC was the other one, PFK or whatever it was.
PFK.
Yeah, and then they all left that place and created PMA or AAC, and it just the good thing was the AAC was a great city, but obviously what happened and it ended, right? But I feel like AAC could have been great, and we were on that low stage, but we still maintained a good average of 30, 40 people.
Sometimes 30 to 50, yeah.
Yeah. For the longest time, we were at that number, and I feel like we could have continued to go up because people continue to come in. And I think if
30,
you can
40 consistent great
consistent,
RPers.
yeah, great RPers.
Great RPers. That's the thing, right? It's almost like no other RPers existed in 5M because they were all in AAC for like this clip, like the real solid RPers. You, Jacob, me, everybody else. And God forbid me for saying this, may he strike me dead right now. Even Amethyst had a part to play, as annoying as her character was, and as unforgiving as it was. She still had a part in that city because she was unforgiving in her character. It was always there. These are people that you have to respect for at least the RP. So what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, and there's a lot. And look what happened with mine. And I can say this, and I'm gonna say it. I don't give a fuck. So, I started my server about a month after the other server started, Savage, right? So the thing with that is that because they started before me, a lot of people went there and didn't give mine an opportunity, right? When they went there, it was kind of a 100K or die, and Savage was struggling with people in there because he's like, no, I don't want this for my server. I want it to be RP. But people were already balls deep in the 100K or die, and then he had this program where like if they cheated or if they did anything, they would have to pay money, like real money, to come back in. So it helped his server in a way to have that program to where like, okay, you can cheat, you can do hacks, you can do whatever you want. You could get banned, but you know what? You can buy yourself back in if you want, $75 or $50 or whatever it was. So people were paying to get back in because they wanted to hang out with their friends. I didn't allow it. People like did message me like, "Hey, can I get unbanned?" I'm like, "No, sorry, bro, you're banned for life. Sorry." You know, and
unfortunately, know that.
Yeah, and so it's now like the thing is because of that, because he had that leniency, I feel like it helped those people that were already there to survive. There are some great RPers, and even those people that are cheaters are somewhat good, decent RPers. I mean,
they're still putting in the time, right? They're still there.
Yeah, exactly. There's still numbers there
in the city.
They're creating, whether it's 100K or die RP or not, it's still RP, and they're creating their own RP within that city, and it's still active. So that's that's a one up on me for sure. They're alive and I'm not. So
let me ask the same question to Jacob. If you were to be handed the reins of Red M, that server, or Old Aurora Pass, today, and they're like, you need to get the numbers up, what would you do to get these people back up? What does it take to build a server from like no numbers to actually something that can be proud of?
First of all, it's going to take money. It's going to take money.
I'm sorry?
And time. It's going to take money and time. Money and time. You're going to have to invest in advertisement. You're going to have to invest in a badass fucking intro video. You're going to have to invest in clips. You're going to have to invest in how you, like Pop said, networking. You're gonna have to get out there. You're gonna have to get out there, and it doesn't matter if it's consistency for, you're posting on 20 fucking Facebook, groups a day. It doesn't matter. That's what you have to do. It's the work, and if you want it to work, and if you truly stand behind your product, then this is what you have to do. There is no, how do you say, room at the top for people that are half hungry.
Right. Okay.
I have a question.
That's what I wanted to hear.
The only other probably thing that I would probably say is that Absolute was a genius when he knew that it was going to be a low pop city from the beginning, and he stuck everybody in Polito.
Yes. I'm going to say I've played in a million cities, in and out, and tried to find a home, and nothing felt as cozy. And I live in a very small town. I live in a town of 4,000 people, and nothing felt like that aside from when we all lived in Polito together. It was one of the smartest. And then I think the only mistake, and this is the mistake that you're not making with your server, because, and I'm just going to leak it, is because it's in prison. Most people already know this. You're stuck in
we've already
Bolingbrook.
announced it.
Is that there's no need, like he expanded to the city later. And I think A, it takes up resources. B, it takes up time. C, you're allowing the gangs to move in and take over all of your fucking hard work. You've got this consolidated, where at least the control is going to be, I don't know how to put it. You're going to have more control over a smaller space. Like we were talking before the show, fuck HOAs, right? You've got your HOA, but you're not the mayor of the whole city. You're just worried about your neighborhood. Yes, and I think that's where you're going to succeed in your server. Is it's going to be easier to keep track of all of the A shit starters, B, the people that don't want to follow your story, and it's going to be easier to keep with the people who do want to follow your story.
I have a question for you guys. Have any of you ever had a chance of talking to some of these like major RP servers like NoPixel, like the owners at all? Have you guys ever talked to them?
Never. I've reached out.
I talked to Chris from PMA, my boy.
Yeah,
Unban
well,
me, bro.
Well,
are
I
you
mean,
banned from
like,
PMA?
I'm curious.
I'm banned for life.
I'm curious how they got started and how they grew and became these big role play servers where they are able to do those things like, do the applications and it's very hard to get in and people want to go in and get in and all that stuff. So like that's what I'm curious about is talking to those owners and being like, okay, like what did it take you to grow this far, or would they gaslight it? Or not gaslight it, my bad.
No.
Or gatekeep it. I don't know. Let me say gaslight.
I would say that it has a lot to do with timing. They were early to the game. To the game, and and for all the for all the drama that's been going on with Chris and PMA and everything, the dude can run a city.
Can he though?
He's up there and he's making money, so yeah, he can. Regardless of how we feel about him as a person, regardless about his the opinions he may or may not have of me or whoever.
Oh, okay.
The guy can run a city because it's and I would say
maybe that's my problem is I'm jaded by my experience with Chris himself.
Let's just say this.
A lot of people are jaded by the experience they've had.
You know what I mean? So it's hard to be objective when Jacob says he's good at running a city. When I'm like, is he though? But I get what Jacob's saying too. So that's my fault. I need to relax.
I mean, he's good at it because it's already been going, bro. So it's not
correct. It's like I said, you all he's doing is changing the snacks in the vending machine. The vending machine's already there in a good location.
Yeah.
All he does is just change the snack.
Yeah.
But he made that.
Yeah, of course. He started from the bottom, so it's not like if we can't take away from that. Whatever happened after that, that's whatever. But or whatever experience other people have had, unfortunately that happened or whatever the case may be. But he did start it from the bottom.
So before we go, I have to ask the last question to both of you guys, and this is it's a tough question to ask. Do you guys believe
3
that
inches
with
on hard? Oh, my bad.
Head on the microphone, by the way, you motherfucker. It's the 4th time in this show. 5. Do you guys think that the heyday of 5M has passed with GTA 6 coming out, or do you think we're still on the frontier?
No, I don't think it's passed. I think what it is it's waiting. The same way that people are waiting for the next best thing to take away Facebook. You know what I'm saying? The same way that people are waiting for something to come in and just because everybody's ready to throw away Facebook. It just takes one good person, one good developer team to make something new, and they got it. If they could take that, and people already want to go back to MySpace, but they won't go back to MySpace because of how MySpace is kind of like it's associated with the past, which is associated with old, and old means old, and it's not trendy. Look at it.
Right.
Yeah, but they bought the rights to 5M, right?
But see, but that's the thing.
They own it.
Is they own it, or they
buy the rights with them.
Yeah, they
I
own
thought
it.
it was just a partnership.
No, so, they is it a partnership? I don't think so.
I think when I read it, it was partnered with.
If they completely bought out 5M, then I mean 6M is going to be around the corner with release almost, right?
But the thing about this is that what's going to happen is the same thing that happened with 5M. Is the reason that people don't want to play GTA Online is because of the restrictions that Rockstar has, and it's going to be the same way. Nobody wants to live in a world where you're restricted. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what they're already doing with 5M. I mean, they already took away all the cars. They already took away all the clothing. You know, Like,
But see, that's not that bad. But when it starts to break down things, when they start digging now they're like, oh, I know
You
a
can't
lot of
have a
people are
Taco
like
Bell.
really big into like the kid play and like having kids and families and all that stuff.
Sure.
They start taking away that stuff. They're taking away that. They already took that away. They already said that that's not TOS compliant. Now they're starting to
I
get into
mean,
where
understandably though,
it's
right?
yeah,
Yes,
of course,
but
understandably, yes, because not everybody on 5M is responsible, and it's kind of
that's true.
creepy with
That's
when
Well,
true.
some
I
people
mean,
take
there
it,
are
certain ways.
prostitutes and drugs and
pedos.
stuff like that.
But I've
So
seen some
Yeah.
really fucking funny kids on some of these clips that I watch on TikTok or YouTube
Correct.
of these kids giving cops on my. Now I'm not even talking pulling guns, just the attitude they give. It's funny.
Yeah. But again, not everybody's that person.
But yeah, not
can
everybody
do
Oh,
has that mentality that you have.
that's true.
There's
Yeah.
That's true.
there's there's pedophiles
Yeah.
out there that
Yeah.
are prowling on kids.
Yeah, exactly. So, you definitely don't want to take the light of that situation. But like I said, I don't think it's gonna die. I don't think 5M is dying at all. I think it is just waiting for that next big. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
So
think
then,
it's
Jacob, the question to you then, I'm sorry to interrupt, is so what can you do for your server for Concrete Jungle to make it succeed in a world that seems to be a little bit on the decline?
I'll tell you. I'll tell
What
you how
what
I'm gonna make. I'll tell
you know what I
you,
mean?
and I'll put this out there.
While
Again,
still
because
allowing
again,
people the
I'm
freedom to
not
write their
trying
story.
to. I'm not a gatekeeper of no sorts. You know what I'm saying? If I can do it, anybody can do it. The difference that I'm gonna have with my server and the way that I plan on making my server succeed is that it's not gonna be. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be 60, maybe 70, 75. If I wanted to go down, I don't even know if I want 60 people in there. But
What would your
it's only
ideal
gonna
number
it's
be? Like 30 to 40?
mine is gonna be 48 to 50. That's my ideal number. And
So
that's
about
with
50.
my staff already in there and the people that are helping me with included
Okay.
in there. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's a good
Um,
number, right? People want 400 or 500 people in their city. Why can't you just be happy with the 25 that log in every night?
and it's gonna be capped. That's the cap. It's gonna be capped. It's what it's gonna be. You fly out, you're gonna have to get a train to get back in. But again, another
Yes.
thing that I'm doing is I'm not opening my server 24/7. And I think that's kind of unprecedented with people, and they're like, "What?"
Now,
No,
see, that's
I'm
something that
not.
you mentioned before that I wanted to bring up with you, and I know we're running short on time, but it's a super interesting conversation. How do you manage a server that's not run or open 24/7? Like if I wake up at 3 in the morning and I want to jump into a city and just do a little something, it's always there for me. So how do you do
Let me
that
ask
on
you a
your
question.
end?
Is the
That's
McRib a
just
good sandwich?
I'm sorry?
Is the McRib a good sandwich? Do you like the McRib?
No.
But how many
no.
people line up for that motherfucker when it
Well,
comes back?
Yeah, of
enough
course.
rednecks,
Why? But
sure.
why? But why do they line up? If the McRib was in there every day, you think it would be as popular?
Probably. I mean, the Big Mac's there
No,
every day and it's
no, it
popular.
wouldn't because it's a horrible fucking sandwich. But the fact and the only reason it is because it's what and I tell you this, and this is the word that people love, and this is the word that is gonna that drives nations and people to
Okay,
fork out hundreds
Marketing.
and
we're
thousands of dollars
talking
is it's limited. The word
we're
is
talking
limited.
fucking apples and oranges though, bro. Like
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
so what's the
See,
times that you would
everybody
be
wants to
open
think that
then?
marketing is so complex. It's not complex. It's very simple because
but
people are simple.
if I wake up at 2 in the morning and I go into my server to spend a little bit of time doing whatever it is to make my character or do, just spend some time and
Mhm.
and it's not open, I'm gonna go somewhere else and find something it is and then
And
spend
that's
most
fine
of my
because the
time there.
McRib's not back yet.
Okay,
So you're
but
gonna
I
go.
so
don't
You're
know.
gonna eat
I
it.
think it
what
You're gonna
works for
eat over
food,
there.
but
You're gonna
not
eat
for
over there.
games, bro. And I'm not
what
trying to be a dick to
times
you. I love you and I support it.
Okay, look
But
at
I
Fortnite
just don't.
skins.
So
What?
Why do people buy Fortnite skins?
yeah, because they're limited. It's just like
Because they're
10.
limited.
It's just like tennis shoes. It's just like baseball cards. It's just like anything in life. It's limited. Even in your server, like if you have a special item, people are I want to buy it because it's limited.
That's
I
why
want that
it's
special item.
limited.
But is that
But
okay for
but
access to the server?
but yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But the problem with that is that not 100% of the people are gonna want that limited, right?
Do
Obviously,
people stop going to Chick-fil-A because it's closed on Sunday?
no, of
Okay,
course not. But it's only
here's
closed
my
on Sundays.
question. Here's my
We're talking
question.
food versus a
What
video game.
about
It's the same concept.
what times would
It's
you
the
do it?
same
Because
concept.
what times would you do it? Because you have to think about people like the
It
Europeans,
would be
the people
it would be
overseas.
done like
Like, what if
don't
you
get
got
me
a
wrong.
British dude?
Like It's gonna have
Australia.
to be, and I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for the Australia, but if I can get some Australian or British people to help me, with the time zone difference, then we can open up there. But at the same time, again, this is my story. I'm writing it. You guys can enjoy it. I'm not going to stress myself out and be like, oh, I need to be awake at 3, 4 a.m. in the morning.
What are the hours that it's going to remain open?
Yeah, that's my other question.
Like, how many hours a day can somebody play on your server? 12, 14?
We're probably going to be looking at about 10 max.
10 hours a day.
For the days that it's open.
10 hours a day or 10 hours?
It's going to be like 10 hours a day.
A day. And then like how many days a week?
It'll be like Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, Or like, it's going to be like at least, I know it's going to be, the minimum is going to be 2 days a week.
So you join the server like a D&D group on certain nights of the week to play.
Exactly.
That's what I was going to ask. But well, the other question that I was going to ask, just like, and I'm pretty sure you're going to have this, but I want to ask anyways because I'm curious. So you have these amazing stories in your head, and I love your stories, by the way. And I think
he's the best, isn't he?
Yeah, of course. And that's why, like, I'm sure if that's what you're gonna have in your city, then I 100% believe that it's gonna work. But if you don't have that type of scenario or that type of storyline with your city, I don't think it's gonna work. Because it's just
I definitely gonna have to put the storyline in there. I'm gonna
because I've
seen
in there, because in 5M there is prison RP. There already is just prison RP. Yeah. So doing prison RP and then limiting the amount of time people.
The only difference between what I'm doing and they're doing is it's not just prison. It's
no, there is
a whole city.
No. There's prison. Prison.
I have yet to see like a whole prison server.
I haven't seen that.
I gotta send you. I'll send you a couple.
Please do, because I'm kind of curious.
I've seen one that was like back in the day and I feel like in the early stages of 5M, like years ago, like 2-3 years ago, when everybody was doing all these unique servers, and that's all I find is on YouTube. Because I'll look and I'll be like, I wish there was this server, and I'll look it up and I'll find it, but it's already closed. And like,
it's been there, but it's not there anymore.
Yeah, I've seen some of those too. And they're very developed because they have the Bolingbrook that's like full, that has everything. It has every single little thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I will say
no, that's what Fatsy's got.
I will say from all of our firsthand experience that we've seen with Jacob's stories is the population of the city grow just during one of his stories.
Oh yeah. So, yeah, of course. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, because it's basically a D&D story within RP server, and that's the unique. And you might say that Absolute was a genius because of what he did, but it wasn't just Absolute. It was you. It was you and your stories, you and your voice acting that made people want to come back to that city, because that D&D storyline that we had within AAC, not just one, we had many, right? Those stories that we came back for, because I really enjoyed it, trying to solve the riddles, trying to solve the puzzles. Yeah. And I'm sure everybody else did as well. When they stopped happening, I was bummed out, like significantly, because it was just another RP server at that point.
Right. I agree.
I appreciate that, man.
No, for real.
You caught me off guard, man. Fuck you, bro.
No, bro, listen to me.
Much love, man. Much love.
Why do you think after I left as the judge, I came back? Because there was a hole there that I missed, and it was those stories. It wasn't just going. When I played PMA, I was a lawyer, right? I was Devin Lords. I could go to the courthouse and I can fucking write up the paperwork, and I can take your $45,000. I can buy a new fucking car, and then tomorrow I'm gonna wake up, check my voicemails, maybe go to court, maybe stand in front of the judge and pitch a fucking court case and solve it out of court, because we never had any good trials in PMA. They were shit about that. That's one thing I will say.
I don't think I've been to a server where they actually had really good court cases, man.
Or I could go
PMA
or to AAC and play with you guys and get involved in aliens and werewolves and these conspiracies that lasted for months and months and months, and then more. And then when you think it's over and you solved it, 6 months later, fucking out of nowhere, Agent Smith comes back. What the shit? Yeah. This is what people live. This is what I lived for in that server. Jacob, you can be blushing all you want. I don't know how it's going to work on that Mexican face of yours, because I love you, but you are an amazing storyteller. And I'm just going to say it for the people that are listening. There's 10 people in our server. 3 of them are us, probably. The reason I chose you when I said I've been wanting to start a podcast, and I brought it up with you. It's because of that fucking creativity, bro. You have a mind like so. As you, all the people on this that have watched us that have watched us for a while know. I've worked in radio a lot of my life. It was radio and cooking. So being on the air is what I love. But I've never had that off the cuff creativity like you have, dude. You can pull like how many times Laws or me, Jake will be. We've talked about it before. Hey man, come with me. What are we doing? Doesn't matter. Follow along. Pick it up.
Yeah.
And he's got nothing in his head. And 3 hours later, we're on a madcap fucking Goonies adventure that he's just
right. And the thing
dude.
too, the thing is people are even trying to recreate it now too. I mean,
why do you think I had a creative lead?
Yeah.
Why do you think I had a creative lead? I wanted what we had. I wanted that essence that we had.
Yes.
The spontaneity, the freaking ad-libbing of acting coming through in that creative form. I tried with the other person that I brought in. I mean, that guy wanted to break every single rule I had. So it never. And then unfortunately, you didn't have time. Unfortunately, Bloodbath didn't have time. But I really wanted to continue having that in the city. And I mean, I still want to do it. I'm still gonna still try it.
Bloodbath, another great one, man.
I 100% believe that it will work if you have that. If you don't have it, it's not. 100%.
I think it was one of the things that I did pride myself on with AAC was that fucking starter quest, man. When you first fly in, you
Bloody Hammer.
No. Before that, after that, we did an alien one.
Oh no, the first starter one. Yeah.
So we went back, and it was introduced later because I was telling Josh, and I was like, man, look, bro. I was like, imagine flying into a city and there's nobody you know. Nobody knows you. You don't know anybody. Why do you want to stay? What's gonna make you stay in that city? I said, but then when you open up your pocket, you got a little note. What's this? You open it up, it says, hey, you remember me? I met you, blah, blah, blah. Come here, let's talk. Boom, you go to those coordinates, you start that first mission, bro. And that's what we created. Shout out to Bloodbath for helping me with the voiceover, man. I just wrote the story. Josh filmed it, bro, but I wish more people could experience that, bro. Just that beginning quest of you going out, and it opens up the lore of the city, and it talks about aliens, and oh man, it is.
Unfortunately, when I joined,
was just something crazy.
Unfortunately, when I joined, it was over. So I hopped in. I had the sticky note in my pocket, and I'm like, "What's this, guys?" And they're like, "Oh, it's old. Don't worry about it." And I was like,
"No, it's not. It was never meant to be old.
It was never old. You could always go and do it.
It was for everybody. Anybody.
Yeah,
you could always go and
everybody.
do it.
Everybody was like, "Oh, they're not doing that anymore. Don't worry about it."
No,
and I was just like, "What?" Okay.
First off, let me just give myself a trophy. Achievement unlocked. I was the first one to solve the first part of the hammer when you go up onto the hill behind the courthouse, but the hammer wouldn't spawn. Absolute popped up and had to give it to me. He's like, here you go, dude. Nobody's ever done it before, but we were watching you do the last part. I'm like, really? I felt proud of myself because I'm not a mystery solving guy.
Well, Spicy, if you know the answer to your question, this right here, if they did a creative lead or some sort of creativeness like this in that Redem server, guarantee you it'll pop off.
You start seeing people stay, right?
They have to do it right. Yeah, they have to do it right.
Yeah, you have to have lore, man. Any good city, any good game that you play has
to have
lore.
constant.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing is that we were creating that, which is another reason why I feel like ANC was a way ahead of his time.
Yep.
But real quick before we go, I know Arturo here, PopOnLock, was going to give us some advice in the form of some libs. What do they call them?
Mad libs, baby.
Mad libs.
Spicy libs.
Oh shit.
So we're gonna ask you to give us like a noun, a body part, piece of clothing, stuff like that. You're gonna fill it in, and then we'll read you the story with your words.
Oh shit! Look at him. He's taking his pants off.
Whoa!
I'll do it too. I'll do it too. We can be touching chilies.
Whoa! What's going on?
All right, what do we got?
Elote.
All right, so first, real quick, let's see. Losky, you do it and write these down.
Losky?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I'm here. Yes, okay, I can definitely write them down. I'm not showing the paper though, so I'll show that after. Yeah.
Okay. No, don't show the paper.
Show it after. Let's get the words first, and then we'll show it.
Yeah.
So
while you guys do this, I'm gonna go on camera and play some bongos. I'll be right back.
This is PopOnLock's advice on how to date the cutest person in school.
Well, that's easy. Just ask Spicy out for a date.
Oh my god. All right, let's go.
Okay, what do you need from me?
Oh, am I doing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Read it.
I need a noun, please.
Person, place, or thing.
Banana.
Oh god. Okay. A body part. Banana. No.
Yeah, the banana.
The banana. Does it have to be specific? What about
body part?
A body part. Yeah, a body part.
left butt cheek?
My man,
Okay.
I love it.
All right. A piece of clothing.
Banana hammock.
Is that a piece of
Smugglers.
clothing?
Yeah.
Is that a piece of
Yeah.
clothing?
Yeah, it is.
Banana hammock and plum
what's a
smugglers.
banana?
Same thing.
Is it boxers?
It's thong. It's a male thong.
Oh.
You know the banana in the hammock? It
Okay,
swings
I
freely
get it.
between
I
the
get
trees.
the concept now. I was thinking of an actual hammock.
And then there's two coconuts over there.
Okay.
Because I was thinking actual hammock.
Another body part.
The perineum.
For you, Spice. This is art's advice.
Oh,
Let's see, the nipple. The right nipple.
close to the perineum. Just
The
higher
right
up on the
nipple.
body.
Okay, sorry. All right. Let's see here. A noun.
Corn on the cob.
I like this guy.
I
I liked you before. Now I like you even more.
A smell.
Ooh. It's my favorite smell in the world.
What is
There's
your
bloodbath
favorite
in
smell
there.
in the
What's
world?
up, blood? How you been, bro?
Watermelon smell. I don't know.
Okay.
You like so real watermelon or the gum?
Real
smell?
watermelon.
Really?
Yes.
Pink or yellow?
Where you been hiding at, bro?
Well,
Where you been
hold
hiding
on.
at?
I never really thought about that as like a favorite smell. Fucking just the smell of a good melon, like what?
When you gonna come on the show, bro? That's what I want to know.
Great, right?
All right.
To me, I would
family
pink.
member. No. I was just asking because your preference. What's a family member?
Family member. Jeez.
Tío.
My tío. That's right.
Hey, tío.
Okay.
Yo sabe.
Transportation.
I look white.
Transportation. Skateboard.
A verb.
Vaulting.
Yo, Chad. If y'all want bloodbath to be on the
Say
show,
vaulting?
man, y'all put the
Vaulting,
W's in
like,
there, bro. Let them know we want them.
Like you're vaulting over a box.
Oh, okay. Vaulting.
Yeah, you know.
All right. Wait, is that a transportation? Oh, that's the skateboard. Okay, sorry. I was like,
You said verb. You said
yeah,
verb.
yeah. I got
Vaulting.
confused. Phrase.
What's the
Venga tu
phrase,
madre.
dog? What's the phrase?
Más puto.
You guys are gonna
Hey, yo,
make me
Chad, I bet
say-
get some more W's in there. We need bloodbath on this stream, bro. Everybody put a W in there. Let them know how bad we want them. Whoa.
All right, a body part.
Middle finger.
Adjective.
Get hot up in here, bro.
Take off all your clothes.
Spicy.
Another
What?
adjective.
You said my name. What do you want?
It's an adjective.
Yeah.
Oh. I played the bongos a little bit too much. My eyes are red. I got the Chinese eyes.
Fuck. I can't think of any adjectives right
Fuck.
now.
Was it an adjective? Is it just like a describing thing, like
Fuck.
very,
No,
or like ultra?
Smelly.
No.
Ooh, that I like smelly. That's a good adjective.
Okay, question.
What?
I need a question.
Oh.
What? Is that your question? What?
That's what you want them to
No.
say? What?
It's a question. What?
Why do you want it?
Oh shit! I almost choked on my beer, dude. Why do you
Okay.
want it?
Adjective.
Yeah, blood. That's at least 5 W's, bro. You got to be on the show now. I don't know what to tell you. Fix your mic. Fix your cam.
Wait, are my eyes red?
Probably.
An adjective is
Arousing.
just okay.
Have you been crying?
No, I'm fucking playing the volume.
Okay.
That's more of a verb. That's more of a verb.
Yeah. That's
Code.
a verb too. Or
No,
yeah.
it's like a cold beer. That's an
Oh, okay. Why did I say that was a verb? It's not a verb either. We're all drunk
Are you
over
playing
here.
the bong? Are you getting a contact high, Lozzie?
No,
I
my
was trying to
brain
blow it
is
away
just
from the
not
camera.
here.
Oh shit! Hi, look what you got.
He kept
one of
doing
our
it wrong, and I kept going no. But yeah, anyways,
real quick.
family member.
I think I saw one of our associate producers, Elfie, back there.
Yeah, she was telling me the weather.
By the way, my daughter had the most fun last Thursday putting makeup all over our fucking faces. Or
Yeah,
one
if
day.
you ever dreamt and wanted to know what we look like with makeup on our face, y'all go watch the Milo Vanderbilt podcast that we did a couple weeks ago.
So the only problem with that is that almost everybody at my work also watched it. So now I'm called Glamour Boy.
Okay, I need another family member and another family member and the day of the week.
My dog, Friday.
And the last one is
What's
a
your dog's
time.
name?
Nico.
Give me a time.
The time? Midnight.
All right, you guys ready?
Read what he said. Yeah, let's hear these spicy libs.
Somebody said hydrate spicy for you.
All right, this is how to date the
hydrate.
cutest person in school. In the morning.
Remember, this is PopOnLock.
Oh yeah.
Advice.
How to date the cutest person in school, according to
PopOnLock.
PopOnLock. In the morning, take a banana. Make sure to brush your left butt cheek. Wear the wear the banana hammock that shows off your right nipple. Spray on a bit of corn on the cob, I guess. That smells like watermelon.
Gotta have that
watermelon. Smells like watermelon.
Arrive to your school in your T.O.'s skateboard. On your T.O.'s skateboard.
Right, your T.O.'s skateboard. Cool, okay.
Accidentally vaulting into the person saying "mas puto."
You gotta vault into the person. You gotta vault into him, bro. That's crazy.
Mas puto.
Just knocking him or her into the locker room as hard as you can.
Grab the person's middle finger, act spicy, and in a smelly voice ask, "Why do you want it?"
Yeah, can one of y'all grab y'all middle finger for me real quick? I want to see what
you know what's really funny is that sounds exactly like my honeymoon. She grabbed my middle finger and I said, "Why do you want it?" I don't know.
Your smelly voice for
I had a smelly voice.
Grab the person's middle finger, act spicy, and in a smelly voice ask, "Why do you want it?" Okay, tell him or her you and your dog.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no.
You and your cold dog will pick them up on Friday at midnight for a date. Why are you taking your cold dog to it? Oh, never mind. That cold dog. Never mind.
The cold dog is the date.
The cold dog is the date.
So, guys, that's how to date the cutest person in school. If it works, let us know.
Oh, it's gonna work,
guys. The first person to send us in a video of you doing this wins a $25 Amazon gift card.
So, in short, basically, remember, eat a banana in the morning, wash your ass, put on some nice thongs, make sure you're smelling like watermelon, get to school. You want to tackle that person that you like into the lockers as hard as you can. You grab their middle finger and you look them dead in the eyes and you say, "Why do you want it?"
Why do you?
Or you could say, "Where do you want it?"
No, I think Lies. I thought I was drunk. Jesus.
It'll work.
Don't forget, you gotta borrow your Theo skateboard.
And don't forget the ice cream.
And don't forget the ice cream.
Listen.
Pop, before we go, where can people find you? Are you still on social media at all, or have you just kind of dropped off for a while? You taking a break?
No, I'm still there. I mean, PopOnLock on Twitch. I should be streaming pretty soon. Hopefully, back again. Back on.
Nice.
I'm not really active on Twitter, but I'm still there, or on X. But I'm still there. I'm still on other social media platforms. On TikTok, still there too. So if you
Is
guys
it
want
all
to find
at
me,
PopOnLock?
yes,
All right,
for the most
at
part.
PopOnLock, guys, go check it out. Go give
Is
him a
that
follow, dude.
is that
That's
your
great.
OnlyFans as well?
That's a different one.
That's actually at corn on the cob. Smells like watermelon.
Smells like watermelon.
That's what it is. But
That's
again,
funny.
Oh,
guys, shout out to my boy Rogelio. Not just kidding, Arturo. Hey, PopOnLock,
Arturo,
man, for
dude.
coming through,
Dude, thank
bro.
you, dude.
Man,
we love
you, man, and we it's been a pleasure, man. We missed you, bro. I've missed you, seeing your face, man, hearing your voice. It's good to see
I'm
you on
seriously.
that cam again, man.
We actually, Jacob, you and I talked about it. I was like, dude, we got to get him. I miss this guy, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like I
Appreciate
said
it,
to you
guys.
earlier, the RP that you gave actually held a place in my heart. And it's rare. Like that's why Jacob and I became friends, is because of his quality of RP. Laws, when she delivered, I didn't know who the fuck this broad was, but she's out there giving it to us and giving us the fucking, her hippie chick is when I first heard her voice.
Mhm.
And I loved it. And she gave it. And I give you the same props, dude. I loved meeting you. I haven't played a 5 or Red M game in 2 months, dude. But if at any point you guys want to hook up and just go out and cause some hijinks or have fun, hit me up, will you?
Hell yeah. No, I appreciate you guys having me on here, man. I appreciate the kind words.
Yeah.
Likewise. I mean, I know that I remember the first time I met you, or even when we talked, and I started being a cop. I really wanted to work for you because you wanted me to work for you as well. And then Frank fucking cut that off. He's like, no, he's staying with me.
Nope, he's a cop.
Yep, he's a cop, right? So yeah, I love that interaction that we had, and I really appreciate the kind words. I if you guys ever need a third co-host, let me know. I'm available.
Hey,
I'd come down here and do this with you guys.
Hey, man, we hope you had fun, bro. That's the
now
biggest thing,
this
man.
was a blast. This was a blast. I
We actually let
enjoy
it stretch out. We let it stretch out 30 minutes extra, man, because usually only cut an hour, but it was so good. I was having too much fun, bro.
Oh, are you kidding me? Laws was blowing me up. She's like, we're over time. It's 15 minutes. It's 17 minutes. It's 22 minutes.
I just like to keep you guys on check.
She
does,
does,
so
and she does a good time. But when it
Yeah.
comes down to having good guests, dude, the longer we spend with you, it's great.
That's what they're saying,
Well,
bro.
we
But
have
don't forget,
I miss you guys
as
too.
always, bro. Remember that no matter if it's out here in the real world, bro, you're making a difference in people's lives, man, just by you existing, bro. So we appreciate you, man. Never forget that. So when you want to come back, man, we're always here waiting for you. But if you decide to live life, man, we just wish you the best, and we consistently hope that you live life to the fullest, man. And that's
and hey, don't wait for us to reach out. If you want to get back on here and just talk with us, hit us up, dude. Let's get you back on whenever you want.
And that's the same for anybody else out there. Anybody else that wants to be a or would like to be a guest on the Fat and Spicy Show, guys, all you got to do is join the Discord. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. And if you did tonight, and if you did subscribe, and if you gave out some of them sub primes, we love you. And as always, I'm Fat.
I'm Spicy.
And this is the Fat and Spicy Show with Rogelio.
Arturo? Rogelio?
No, he's good, man. No, but yeah, definitely, man. Like I said, if you want to, bro.
Oh yeah, no, I appreciate that. No,
I love seeing your face. Now, it feels good to meet another bald person like yourself.
Most people don't know I'm bald. Look at this.
Come on, now you can hide it. You can